hmm it seems that the judges are thinking that I'm going to use the county court system. Yeah. The same court that didn't give me any due process in 2011. Right. The same court that issued a dissolution of marriage without me receiving any due process. Right. The same court, yes, that prosecuted me on two different times. Yes. Once for attempting to contact the petitioner through Healthy Families of Cloud County. A second time for the two times of violating of the protection order in Sequim, Washington on December 31st of 2015. Yes. Now you're probably thinking you're going to get away with all this. You as a police and sheriff's department will never be going to prison for this because they just don't put sheriffs and police officers in prison. They don't do it. See, there's this mythological belief among those in law enforcement. Yes. It's kind of like an old wives' tale. Yeah. You were told that when you became employed in the police department, that you never go to prison. That in this county, we never put them in prison. That there's no way that I have the right to sue you for the criminal, yes, conspiracy against me and my family, yes, and then the injury that my son Bishop has experienced, yes, because of tackling an individual during a football game. Now, this idea that police and sheriffs can't go to prison, yeah, I'm going to dispel, yes, the mythological belief of that. And for those that are in the police department that they were told, yes, I don't really care how long you've been employed there. In fact, I don't care if you're a volunteer, yes, if you're the retired chief of police. If you have any knowledge of this crime, I'm going to have you prosecuted for criminal conspiracy, yes, treason, kidnapping, accessory. Now, maybe you need to reevaluate right now what you really believe about the police not being able to go to prison. Well, somehow somebody, yes, told you a lie that they never put the police in prison because you just never go to put, well, it just doesn't happen. Now, a lot of those in other police departments, yeah, they'll find out it happens. I'm that American that's going to make sure that you never ever believe that that would never happen. So you have no fear of the law. Yes. And when you don't fear the law, you don't believe that the law applies to you. Yes. It's kind of like saying, well, we live here, and the laws of the United States are not applicable to the employees of the local government because that's what you believe. You actually believe that the federal laws of the United States of America have no applicability to the employees. Now, I'm going to make sure, yes, that you understand that all federal laws do apply to those that are in police departments. You understand that? That's what I'm going to do. Now, as soon as I'm able to use the courts, yes, the lawful use of the courts, yes, where I sue you for the criminal, yes, false arrest, false imprisonment, right now. I'm going to sue you so that you never get out of prison. And then when being there, I know a lot of police officers are like, they don't like us in prison. For whatever hurt or pain that you experience as an individual while in prison, yeah, not my concern. Yes, I'm not there with you. So I do not have to concern myself, yes, about how well you're received when you go to prison. Now, for every police officer and each and every sheriff of every county of the United States that says, no, he's not going to do this. For every inmate that you get to be with while there. Now, you thought it was what? Minimum security? You have no criminal record? Oh, kidnapping is domestic violence. It won't be minimum security. Yes, it's probably like medium security. Yes. I have some say about what prison you go to. Let's say that your defense attorney, yes, suggested to the attorney representing me in your prosecution because I'm the victim, yes, and you're the perpetrator. It's like, well, we have a plea bargain that we'd like to offer to Mr. Budnick. Really? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no. Doesn't look good to me. Let's go to let's go to trial. See, when a jury of my peers, yes, finds out yes, that my son experienced an injury right now. Yesterday it was money. Today I'm talking years in prison. I'm gonna have to request of the judge that officiates that. I think they need to be in maximum security. Yes, it seems that they've had a little too much taser and lithium. I I know. Now let's say you're in there with the rapist, the murderers, yes, the kidnappers, and for some reason, oh, somebody's thinking skinhead. You're going to get another tattoo. You know, why don't you tattoo yourself? Yes, there are a lot of local tattoo shops in Clallam County. In fact, I just got out the Port Angeles Regional Business Directory and Visitor 2019. Now, for all of you that know that I'm going to have you prosecuted, Hagwood, Board of Directors of the Regional Chamber of Commerce. Could you get me all the business owners in the Chamber of Commerce in Clallam County? Because, a lot of them have been paying protection money to the police department. Now, who's this? Peninsula Daily News. Oh, Terry Ward, Steve Perry, Aaron Kennedy, and Laura Foster. Ooh, for all of those in the employment right now, I'd like to know the ownership of. Oh, look at this, the board of directors. Jeff Allen, ooh, First Security Bank. Then Stephen D. Dirk Burke of Port Angeles, First Federal Lawyer. Congratulations on that stock issuance of First Federal. Yes. Could you call Lori Liskey for me? Yeah. And John Maroc. I used to work with him when I was working at Washington Mutual. Kelly Liskey. Lakshmi, love, you love. Lori, yes, I'd like to know the stock ownership of the First Federal right now in Port Town. Now, I thought that certain individuals that I had worked with at Washington Mutual, oh, Elva, Patty, Mike, Summer, Lindsay, Kelly, and then